Alright, so here we go with, whoops, I should switch this back to part 2 after a short break, and we'll upload this later. I'm taking up all my drive space recording these videos, but whatever. So you've been asked to return to report to headquarters?
Yep.
Uh, it is now, I'd say, about midday. The festival is already starting its first day.
Are there like food vendors and stuff in the festival?
There's a center marketplace. Um,
Is it on our way?
uh, there are places around the way where you can get something if you want.
Is this I pick up anything, just something? Is this like a munch on? Is this like a colorful festival? Like, are there banners and all that?
Uh,
Like more, not parade or like a amusement.
it's not a particularly flashy. It's not like they don't like do parades and stuff, or it's
Yeah.
not. It's not meant to be an amusing thing. It's more of a scholarly,
Okay.
an academic
Yeah.
festival.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's reasonably boring.
Okay.
For non-wizards. Wizards love it, but anybody who's not a wizard, they could care less.
I absolutely hate it then, because I
Probably
don't
yes.
know about the wizards.
Um, so what are you doing?
I assume we head to HQ.
Yeah.
All right.
And pick up food for Maris, because that's what he wanted. Grab a snack on the way.
All right. There's reasonable stalls or places or things along the way that you can pick something up.
Has Devoured ate all the tentacle yet, or is that still in her possession?
I think she dropped it going into the library.
All right.
All right. So it's an uneventful walk back to headquarters. It's not all that far. You guys didn't get far from the from headquarters. And Darius
really
is
making those rounds.
Yeah, Darius is there. Doing administrative stuff, trying to coordinate events and doing whatnot. He barely acknowledge. He doesn't even really acknowledge you coming in.
I walk in and stand at salute until he tells me to add ease or something like
that. It takes him a while to notice you, but when you finally get his attention, he's like, "What?"
Reporting for duty, Captain. And I still stand there with my hand up.
So you guys have worked here for a day, and I'm getting reports that you nearly torched a tavern, and you nearly torched a library.
I go, hey, it was the book's
fault. To be fair, that was the incidents themselves.
We were just casual damn books.
And what have you found out?
The books make you fall asleep. And teenagers are bad. Yes.
I know teenagers are bad, but when books fall asleep, that doesn't help. Who's doing this?
Let me break this down for you real quick. All we have, my friend, is so we went to that tavern and there was this octopus, right? And all of a sudden he bursts into flames. Octopuses shouldn't burst into flames. They're aquatic creatures, right? Then we go to this library. We find this guy. He's speaking Abyssal and he doesn't know it. Followed by us walking in and these books that are flying like birds. And I do like the Napoleon Dynamite bird thing for like an uncomfortable moment. And then I continue about explaining how about it knocked us all out. And like, we fell asleep and there was grease everywhere.
Okay. Stop. All right.
And there were teenagers.
Who's this teenagers? Just. Okay, look, just for now, I think that's all we need of you for today. So,
I go, but the teenagers.
we haven't really established if you're from the town or not. So, you either can stay at an inn, or unless you have a place to stay on your own, we can cover a night stay at the inn. Just report back in the morning, and we'll go from there. We'll take care of the rest of the night.
I head straight to the inn.
All right.
I follow and I give him like a half salute, like later.
He's like waves you off, and gets back to his administrative duties.
Before he does that, I'm just gonna say I think somebody's trying to sabotage your festival.
How loudly are you saying this?
Oh, just right before he like motions us away, I just
Okay.
say I think somebody's trying to sabotage your festival.
He like comes in close to you. He's like, keep that down. Without evidence or without a suspect, we've got nothing to go on. This could just be wizards getting rambunctious. It happens. If you
Okay.
think somebody is behind this, we need evidence.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
I think Devour's the only one in there still, right?
She'll follow out if everybody else is leaving.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys get a room at the local inn. You're welcome to stay. You're welcome to. There are some night activities of the festival, but wizards usually tend to retire early, so it's not a 24-hour festival.
Does this tavern have like an inn, or this inn have a tavern?
It could be arranged. Yes. Let's say for argument's sake, yes.
I'd like to like gather everybody for a drink.
Okay.
I would like to join
I
in.
I bring this up as we need to figure out what's going on. Not necessarily it's our problem, but there seems to be something afoot. And I do a little like weird like face like I don't know. Kinda
I
like
agree.
yeah. Any thoughts?
I may sound like my father, but it's those damn teenagers in my mind.
Those tam teenagers.
Exactly. What do you guys think? I turn to Aram. Sorry, I forgot your name.
Nora.
Inara
Inara.
and Devour. Christ, I'm bad. I'm sorry. It's the drink. We've had a couple. That's why.
Okay.
I'm assuming Devour at this point has gotten some food, isn't just, instead of using knives or forks, she's just going at it with her hands. Looks up.
Yeah. The night is at your discretion.
So that's good input, Devour. What about you?
Anybody else?
Well, we can't really do anything without any proof, I guess.
So how do we find those? That's the question.
I never did ask you. Did you find anything weird in that kitchen?
I give like a nonchalant laugh, and that's all I do. Like a giggle, like
Gotcha.
no answer.
Understandable. I go, bartender, let me have another drink, please.
Okay.
Make it like strong.
Okay. If you're paying for it, they'll happily oblige.
Never mind, bartender. Hold the drink.
It's not free drink. It's not free drinks. You get a room. That's pretty much it.
I will take the room. I
Okay.
bid my comrades adieu and I hit the hay.
Okay. So you all get a long rest. It's a new day.
Thank God.
Everything recharges, hit points, everything.
Take a long rest. I needed that.
And in the morning, as you guys wake up and exit your rooms and whatnot, in the lobby of the inn, I suppose, are the same two guards that have been shadowing you for the last couple of days, for yesterday.
When I see them immediately, I give them a salute.
He's like,
and wait for the addies.
that's not necessary. Darius wants you to report to the to headquarters immediately.
Turn to the rest of the group, and I'm like, ladies,
I just shrug and I walk forward.
I,
Devour looks at her, realizes what she did, does the same, and
I
follows
see that half of us have done it, so I also shrug my shoulders and follow.
And I follow at the end with a shoulder shrug and a salute to my
All right.
father.
The walk to the headquarters. It was a nearby inn, but it's still a few blocks. And as you're walking, you get what looks like a small child, probably 10 or 12, like rushes toward you from like a side street. And he's carrying what looks like a broken fishing pole.
I throw a hand out, like onto whoever's in front of me's shoulder, and I say, "Don't touch the kid."
Okay.
This is a
He's like, help! You gotta help my brother. These things won't let him off the pier.
let him off the pier. Oh God! And I run to the pier.
All right.
Pier?
So down this side street, there it approaches. There's a small like pond / lake. Actually, bear with me a second.
So does that mean Maris ran off on his own and we're all just standing here?
Pretty much.
I think so, yeah.
I kind of turn to you guys. I'm like, do you kind of,
And Maris doesn't even care. He just keeps going.
what the hell is this kid talking about?
So, Maris is. Where's Maris? I gotta put Maris on this map, don't I?
Yes, please.
So I'm gonna put you like at the very edge of the map. So this pier. This is a small pier that juts out over. It's not a particularly large lake. And you could see at the far end of the dock, there's this kid that's like cowering, and right at the foot of the steps leading up to the pier, there are these two small. I use the term small loosely. They're about 4 feet tall. They're made of stone, of like brown colored stone. They're humanoid shaped, although magic is obviously keeping them together. And they're systematically like reaching over to pick up some of the sand from the shore, trying to form like balls, but it's loose sand, so they're not really doing a good job of it. Not to mention they don't have like a full complement of fingers. And they try to throw it towards the kid, but it only goes like a foot or two before it just dissipates in the sand. And they're just repeating this motion, like standing right there at the base of the pier.
Should we
I'm
follow
gonna
him?
step up and just immediately, gentlemen, with my arms out with daggers in them.
Are you
So-
addressing them?
I'm assuming those are elementals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm addressing the elementals. Whether
Okay.
or not they actually understand me.
They kind of turn to you briefly,
Perfect.
but they really don't. They go back to what they were doing.
Proper answer.
So, just for clarification, we would have taken a long rest at the end.
Yes, you would. You would have. Yes.
Just for anybody who wasn't.
Yeah. So you're at the full hit points for all spell slots, all rages. God, the barbarian hasn't even raged yet. Jeez.
I have,
Yeah, she did.
Oh,
Just
she did
once.
once. That's right. Okay.
but I was grappled immediately after.
Sorry.
worries.
So yeah, I don't know. Where is everybody else at this point?
So I assume we're a little ways back, and Devour is just kind of like.
Just off the map. Okay.
Are we following? Like, she's pointing towards the way we were going, but she's looking at and notioning like which way are we?
I'll go. All right, let's go. And I walk towards Maris, or like where
And
Maris
the kid
went.
is very hesitantly following behind you, but he's like visibly like trying to keep something between him and these creatures.
Okay. So Devour will motion towards Inara. Come.
Inara just okay, and she just follows behind.
Okay. I'm gonna pile you all onto the map, even though you're arguably still a ways away.
Yeah, gotcha.
Here, if it helps, I'd like
While
to
I'm
step
walking,
up,
I kind of
like,
I take
there.
my bow off
Shit,
the.
I put you on the wrong layer. Hold on.
While walking, I kind of take my bow off my shoulders, kind of hold it.
Okay.
You will keep that bow on your shoulders.
Oh shit! I guess I gotta keep it on my shoulders.
Do humans have shoulders, Dave?
So what are you guys
What's
doing?
that?
Do humans have shoulders?
Oh shit! I don't think they do.
What?
Well, I guess Maris can go first since he was already here, right?
Okay. Well, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to approach these elementals and with like the tip of my dagger tap one on the shoulder.
Okay.
Preferably the one closest.
Okay. It immediately takes a swing at you. 19 on the die.
That hit.
Just taps it on the shoulder. Bam.
He basically just Hulk side knocks you. You take 5 bludgeoning.
Oh my god!
Oof.
I'm surprised I haven't died yet.
Well, if you keep pulling shit like that, yeah. And basically just keeps going about what it was doing.
Ow! I say laying down in the sand.
Okay. Anybody else?
Devour sees this and she just grabs her massive cleaver and just makes a beeline towards the one and on the one that didn't hit him, the opposite.
Okay, let's do
And
initiative.
she-
Let's do initiative just for the record.
Okay.
I rolled a 7. I got 10 overall with my plus my initiative.
Let's do this the proper way. 15 to 20.
I have a 16 Maris, or 17, I'm sorry.
That was
Bear with me.
Gotcha.
So 10 to 15.
That's me, Darius. I got 10.
I got 14.
Darius, what did you
5 to 10.
Me? What did I get? I got 10.
Who's that?
Darius did.
Darius.
He got 10.
Okay. Who's missing? Devour.
I got 5.
Oh, sorry, I just smacked my desk.
Snacks, be snacks.
Okay. So Devour, you don't actually move your distance yet.
Yeah.
Maris, you can act.
Oh, shoot. I'm gonna get back up.
Well,
And
you're not knocked down unless you willingly.
no.
fell.
Oh, never mind. I'm standing. And
It
I'm
basically just
gonna cast...
hip checked you, just
Okay.
side knocked you, but that was
For 5 points, holy shit.
well, it hit pretty damn hard.
Powerful hips.
I'm gonna place my hand on his shoulder again, this time a little more aggressive, and cast Eldritch Blast into his shoulder. Or their shoulder. his
You don't need
shoulder.
to touch him for that, but okay.
No, I want to. I want to like physically touch him so that it's like a. I want to make this as dramatic as possible.
All right. Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Let's
Still
see.
kind of
That
have to ask for an
is
attack roll.
14 plus 5,
That
so
does hit.
19. And then that deals a d10 of 5 points of damage.
Okay. It is noticeably upset, and
I would hope
it is
so.
now stopped doing what it was doing, and is now slowly turning towards you.
Face me, brother.
Leah.
I'm up next. I'm going to.
These creatures that I had were the last time I ran this was level 3, so I'm having to adjust their hit points. Oh shit! Sorry.
I guess I'm gonna cast Firebolt
Okay.
at the one. The one that got hit by the Eldritch Blast.
All right.
And that's a 21.
That definitely hits.
And that's 8 damage.
Okay. It is very injured at this point. It is not keeping itself together. It doesn't seem particularly strong. But Maris, you did get hit with a fist made out of solid stone, so that
I
that
sure did.
that did hit. All right. Darius.
Okay. All right. So the one they're hitting is the one closest to Tony, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can I aim at the other one
Sure.
with my bow?
Sure.
All right. Let's go ahead and roll. Try and hit him with my basic bow attack.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. All right. I got a 10.
Total?
Yeah.
Jesus, you and your rolls.
Yeah.
No, that does not hit.
I whiff it, and it goes flying off into the distance.
You know, for a ranger, your arrow is really soft.
Yeah, tell me about it.
All right. So the one elemental that's in Maris's face is now facing him
Oh!
and does take another swing at him, and that's a 2 on the die, so he misses.
Ooh!
The other one just keeps doing what it was doing, basically throwing sand towards the pier. And that's it for them. Devour.
Devour is going to run up to the one that's just throwing the sand, and she's going to try to take a leaping swing at it.
Okay. Are you raging yet?
You know what? Let's see.
All right.
Yeah, let's see where we are.
Okay.
And that is a. So that is a 21.
Definitely hits.
Cool. Now I finally get to roll this thing.
Woohoo!
That is a 9 damage.
Does that include your rage damage? Don't you
Oh,
get
I
rage
forgot.
damage?
Uh,
I think it's your.
that would be 11.
Okay. Wow. Good hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you basically bloodied it in one shot. Okay. Maris.
Oh shoot, I'm already back up. That was quick. I'm going to, with my other hand, like I'm going into a conga line with this
Okay.
elemental, or more like I'm dancing, I guess, at this point because they're facing me now, right?
All right. Well, the one is, yes.
Okay, so the one facing me, I'm gonna like move like I'm gonna try to dance with it,
Okay.
and then I'm casting Eldritch Blast again. This time, let's say into its like weight. Like I'm gonna hold it.
Okay.
So 14 plus 5 is 19 again.
Definitely hits.
And that's 6 plus 1, so 7 points of
7.
damage.
Dead on. All right. So your second Eldritch Blast basically obliterates the thing, and it basically collapses into a pile of sand and loose rock.
Charlene, no! I cry as the sand's like falling from my hands.
Okay.
What?
All right.
Leah.
I'm gonna see that, and I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the other one that
Okay.
with a natural 20.
Cool.
Woo!
So double the die.
4 damage. I rolled a 2.
Okay. It's still up barely. Darius,
With a
can you please hit something?
flick of my nose, I go, "This is my chance," and I aim at him. and I pull back my bow,
Jesus.
Fuck. and I get and I whiff it.
You fired what? 5 arrows so
I have
far?
not hit
You've
anything.
not hit
I
anything.
have not hit anything. After that arrow whizzes by him, I put my hand in a fist. I go, nice. Like,
You legitimately haven't rolled anything higher than
I
a
haven't
7.
hit anything. I have.
Yeah,
not
look
hit
at those are all
anything.
your rolls. Your highest roll is a
That's
7.
all my rolls.
Your highest roll is a 7.
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
We're gonna have to
Even
talk
on the
after
other
this.
one, I didn't roll higher than a 7.
Do we have to buy you dice too?
Can you
I
drop
gotta
it
send you
down?
like a care package of just a webcam and a bunch of dice.
Shit.
Alright. The elemental is turning its attention toward Devour.
Bring it
And
on.
that's a friggin' 4 on the die. Jesus Christ. So I'm guessing an 8 doesn't hit. So it just whiffs as well.
Imagine it just
And-
brings both of its fists down and Devour's just in the middle.
Devour. So you're up.
Devour is going to go for just upward slash. And that is a 10
Total?
total.
Okay, that does not do it. Back to Maris.
Oh man. So I noticed Devour having this issue. I'm just gonna step up where the one that I was dancing with is.
I just realized.
Should I keep going or you good?
Yeah, no, go ahead. I have to look something up.
Place a hand on or place, you know what, I'll just throw my whole arm over his the elemental shoulder the best I can.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him, hey buddy, have a nice trip, and I cast Eldritch Blast into his chest.
We were like shotgun sand at the end of the talk.
Call me American, World War One.
Okay, give me an attack roll then.
That's a natural one.
Oof.
So you somehow
Rough.
managed to fire wide from point blank range. It's like it fizzles out. Basically, you're somehow distracted, not able to cast a spell or something.
I look at my hand, I'm like, that's never happened before. I hope
It
there's
happens
to
to a
that.
lot of.
Projectile dysfunction.
Hey Darius, you got any pills for it?
I said it happens to a lot of men your age.
Excuse me a second.
Not a problem.
I killed my bad rolls.
Your bad rolls.
All right, Leah, please finish this off.
I'm gonna shoot another fireball
Alright.
at it.
Right.
Please kill this thing.
Don't leave it to me.
I rolled a 15
That does hit.
Can we trade dice? Can you just,
and I
like,
rolled a
make-
10 for damage.
Sweet. Okay, that is enough. Excuse me. Jesus.
I jump up, fist in the air, Free Willy style. I'm like, we did it.
Devour sees this and decides to copy similarly.
Okay.
And
So,
Ara walks past everybody and goes to the kid cowering on the docks.
I follow her.
so who's
she-
going?
Kinda,
Me.
I'm gonna stay with the kid that asked us for help if he doesn't. Go
He's
with
like
us.
not coming anywhere near this thing.
Gotcha.
So where's Leah? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm by the kid there.
All right, Devour, where are you?
She's going to be. I'm assuming they left some like dirt. She's going to be kicking around in that.
Okay. And Darius, you're by the kid.
Yeah, but I'm gonna chill like right here.
So the kid is objectively terrified. He's like, "Did you get it?"
Yeah, we got it. Are you okay? Did it hurt you?
No, it's just I'm fine, but I mean, the thing was pretty big. You took care of it?
Yeah, of course we did. That's what we're here for.
Merrick
Okay.
kneel down to the eye level with the kid, and just like very calmly, just ask him, "What happened before all this happened?"
Well, we were fishing, and there were, there were some people on the shore that were yelling at us or something, and then, next thing we know it, those two things were throwing sand at us, and the big one was making us all wet.
What did you catch anything about the guys yelling at? Like, how old were they?
Before you finish that sentence,
Oh,
um,
I died.
Internal
Lightning
lightning.
descends from the heavens.
so from about the center of the dock, a column of water basically blasts up from under the pier and takes vaguely humanoid shape. Everybody that's on the pier, Leah, Maris, and the kid, give me dex saves, please.
Oh
He's gonna actually die.
12.
no!
Let me see what
11.
let me see what the DC is.
Please be a 10.
So what did you guys roll?
11?
Okay.
I rolled a 12.
Maris rolled the 11?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the DC is 12.
Oh!
So, Leah, you managed to grab your footing before, and the pier basically all shakes violently. The kid and Maris are in the water.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm at least alive.
And
No.
now there's this vaguely humanoid-shaped thing, basically it's standing in the water, but it's broken through the pier. So this section of the pier is kind of
Gone.
mostly not there. And it's kind of just standing there. Is anybody doing anything?
I kind of turn to Devour. And I'm like, can you swim?
And she'll nod her head.
Okay. Because I can't. No, I'm joking.
Wouldn't
I don't
surprise
think-
me, but
if you make me roll on it, then
And Ara's gonna stand there with her hands on her side, and she's just gonna be like, "Well, this is a problem.
You said it.
Devour!"
the elemental turns toward one of the boat that's to the left of it. Oh shit. Turns to the boat that's to one side and basically starts swinging at the boat.
What did that boat do to you, bud?
that damn boat.
And it is just wrecking the boat.
While all that's going on and I'm like in the water, am I able to like? Is the kid able to swim?
Yes, he's able to tread water.
Then I'm gonna.
And he
direct him
like
to
looks
try
at
to-
you and he looks at you. He's like, "I thought you took care of it."
I just give him a smile and I start swimming towards that boat next to us and like, I don't like give him a just come on. I just kind of start like.
Okay. The water elemental beat all your initiatives, so it took its action. So you guys can.
Oh.
Basically, everybody gets an action.
Yeah, that'll be my action.
So
Do we all
you
have
assist the
initiative?
kid onto the boat.
Yep.
Okay.
Can an action be an attack?
Yes, action is an attack.
Okay.
Well,
So who-
you get your turns.
Gotcha. So who went after Maris then in the order?
I'm usually flexible about order, so.
Can Inara walk down like this way still?
You can certainly try. Well, most of the pier is missing.
Oh, okay. So the
Uh,
pier's missing right there.
I mean, you could try to step through it.
Okay. Well, she's gonna get as close as possible to this thing.
Not to mention that you're going to be entering the elemental's threat area. Not that you're an immediate threat right now.
It's danger zone.
Changes.
Okay.
It's bigger than you are, but right now it's focused on wrecking the boat.
Can I shoot it?
You certainly can.
We'll see if I can.
Well,
I'll tell you what.
Inara, let's finish with you. What are you
Okay.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna do something really stupid, and I'm gonna get in its melee range, and I'm gonna cast inflict wounds on it, and I'm gonna touch it.
Okay. Go ahead. And,
Oh my god. I rolled a 7.
you rolled a 7, or is that your total?
That's my total.
That does not hit. It's not a half damage sort of thing, is it?
No.
Okay. So yeah, you do not connect with it.
Okay. And
Now I'm gonna say that you can move through that area of the damaged pier, but I'm gonna say A, it's difficult terrain, and B, I'm probably gonna need an acrobatics check to make sure you can keep your footing.
okay, well, she's gonna stay there, and she's going to.
Now, the fact that you did not connect with your spell, you basically weren't able to make contact with it.
Yeah.
It still has not acknowledged your presence, so it is
Okay,
still
so I
focused on the
can
boat.
move out of its range without it attacking me because I didn't do anything.
You assume.
Okay, I'm going to very slowly back up
Okay.
and hope that it doesn't hit me.
Okay, it does not.
Okay, I'm gonna back then.
How far? I don't know how far back you want to go.
I'm gonna go back over here.
Okay.
Possibly as far away from it as possible.
I think that might be one step too many.
Oh, yeah.
You can go back to where you were, which is there.
Okay, that's fine.
Actually, you were. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. All right. The only person left is Devour and Darius.
So-
Darius, did you do anything?
I have not yet.
Okay. Well, let's go with Devour first.
Devourer is going to try to just leap over this crate and get as close as she can.
Okay.
And if possible, she's going
You
to
don't
try
have to leap over the crate, but if you want to,
I'll do it.
I may call for a roll.
I'll do it for finesse purposes.
Okay.
It looks cooler. I like it.
Then I'm gonna need a
It's not
roll.
bad.
Give me an
All
give me
right,
an athletics. Acrobatic. Well, athletics or acrobatics, let's say.
It's not 20, so
Okay. You
That's
basically
cool.
springboard over the crate with little difficulty.
and if it is possible, I'd like to make a swing at it.
Okay. Are you raging?
I think I still would be. It hasn't been-
Technically no,
Technically,
because you have
no?
to maintain attacking.
Okay, understood. So yeah, I wouldn't be.
Okay.
And that would be in 13
Total?
total.
That does not hit.
Damn.
But that did get its attention.
All right.
Actually, this elemental is actually medium sized, so it's actually
Shit.
actually
Sorry.
smaller than it appears on the map.
Okay.
The earth elementals are actually small sized. But anyway. Darius, are you doing anything? I think you're the only one left.
I'm gonna shoot it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna roll. For Christ's sake, please work. An 11 plus 14.
Sweet. You actually hit something.
Hell yeah, boys! First hit of the game. Let me roll a d8. 8 damage.
Okay. That's something.
Finally.
Yeah,
I
you
did
actually
damage,
hit something.
boys. Let's get it. And I like throw my fist up in like super excitement because I hit something.
Okay.
And that's it. That's
All right.
about it.
All right. So the elemental now turns its attention toward Devour. And takes 2 swings at you.
All right.
A 8 and a 12.
AC 14. So
Okay.
nope.
So it swings wide with both of them. And that's all it does.
All right.
So now anybody can act at your discretion.
Well, if that's the case, Devour is going to immediately try to hit it again.
Okay. Go ahead.
And that is a 17.
Definitely hits.
All right. And for damage, that is 11 damage.
Wow. Why can't I pick this thing anymore? Okay.
Your 11 damage broke the game.
It's having a hard time keeping itself together.
Inara's gonna cast Firebolt at
All
it.
right.
She doesn't cast Firebolt at it. I would.
What happened?
I said she doesn't cast Firebolt at it. She will.
All right.
I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay.
Let's see. A 17.
There you
plus
go.
3. That worked.
It just takes some time. You gotta warm up.
It
your
took a
game.
while. My fake dice had to warm up.
Yeah, his sixth arrow. That's the winner.
9 damage.
All right.
6 shots, 1 kill.
No, you took
Yeah.
a pretty sizable chunk out of it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Come up, then Maris is gonna pull himself up onto that dock. And
Okay.
before he helps the kid, he's just like, almost like a basketball like free throw, is gonna throw an Eldritch Blast.
All
I
right.
thought you were gonna throw the kid.
I throw the child. I mean,
Incoming child. 17 plus 5.
Definitely hits.
Alright. I didn't have to do that math anyway because that was really hard. 6 plus 1, so 7 points of damage.
Okay. It is still up.
Oh my god.
Christ.
Can I take like the rest of that turn to like get up now?
What do you want to do?
Help the kid out of the boat up the dock.
Okay. Well, the kid kind of follows you, but he's not exactly all that excited
come
about getting on the dock.
I'll let him stay down there.
What was that?
I'll let him stay down there then. If he doesn't
Okay.
want to come up, he
Yeah,
can
he
stay
is
down.
not looking forward to being on the dock along with that thing.
I'll flip the boat over on him later.
Okay. So the elemental takes another. Jesus Christ. Takes another 2 attacks at Devour,
all right.
and another 4 and a 6 on the die. So that's an 8 and a 10. So this thing is the most inept water elemental I've ever had. So it basically swings wide on 2 of them. And somebody please finish this off. Devour, finish this off, please. Or get Darius. Darius, give me an attack. Darius, try an attack.
You are alright, bet. D20, I rolled a 2, and I missed.
Okay.
I panicked.
All right.
I got
I'm
excited
sorry.
for
I'm sorry. It was my fault. All right. Devour.
All right. She's going to take just another swing at it. And that is only a 10
Total? It does not add.
total.
Christ, a whole nother round.
Inara's gonna take another Firebolt at it.
Somebody hit the thing at this point.
It's like, what
And that's
now?
a 16.
That definitely hits.
And I rolled 4 damage.
It had 5, but I'm gonna say you got rid of it.
The fire evaporated the rest.
Yeah, the fire.
Just for grins, Maris throws an Eldritch Blast still in the open area after it's gone.
Yeah, it basically sails right through the area and like hits a building at like on shore and stuff.
Yeah, I did it, guys.
Because you
I
got like
yell from the
you got like
beach,
a
"I hit
90-foot
something."
range on that, don't you, or something? It's some ludicrous range.
120 feet.
120 feet. Yeah.
So
Holy
it's gone.
shit.
It's out of there.
All right.
After that, I
So the
turned
kid is
up
still
the-
terrified on the boat. He's like, "Is it done now?"
Let's
I tell
hope
him
it's
to stay
done.
there for a minute, and I'm gonna walk around the dock that's like on our half, like up to here,
Okay.
and
The
Don't
dock
look at-
itself is wrecked.
yeah,
The boat
I'll do
is
like a-
wrecked.
nonchalant check, just more looking, see if anything's gonna stir.
You do not see anything further. The whole area has fallen silent.
I turn around and say, "It's all clear, caw."
I I heard the cacaw.
The kid very hesitantly, like tries to wrestle his way up onto the deck. And basically like very slowly taking steps forward, looking around in all directions. Not all that looking forward to moving, basically. He's still very shaky.
Back and walk. I get locked.
What was that?
Inara's gonna get up to the where the dock is like broken.
Mm-hmm.
She's just gonna look at it.
There's a mostly cylindrical hole in the dock where the thing came through.
Okay, but can I like skirt around where that thing came through?
I'm gonna say since you're not in combat, I'm not gonna be that aggressive about rolls, so you can more or less you can work your way around it slowly.
Okay.
I make the joke. I grab the kid by the collar, and I tell Devour to catch, and I pretend to throw him, and then I laugh at him, and I make my
The
way
kid
over.
gets like ah!
And then I set him down and I like brush his shoulders and say, "You're good," and then I make my way over.
All right. Are you leaving him on the?
I should probably help him. I'll help him over. I start making my way, and then I turn and think about it, and I'm nice. I'll help him.
Okay. All right. So
Come with me.
he's like, thanks, and he meets up with his brother at the far end of the pier. He's like, thanks. I don't know what that was all about. That we never seen that before.
Yeah, neither have we. But give us some answers. What was happening before this again? He said something about people yelling at you.
There are some people walking on the shore reading something.
Reading.
I get a crazy look in my eyes. Were they teenagers?
I don't know. I mean, they were wearing long robes and hoods, and I didn't really catch their face or anything. There were two of them.
Damn wizards.
There were two of them though.
Yeah.
There were two teenagers at the last one. I make that to everybody else kind of as they like.
I don't know if they're teenagers, but
Writing things down an imaginary book with no pen.
I don't know if they were I don't know teenagers, but there were two of them, and what do they have to do with this?
We'll find out for you. That's for sure.
All right.
You stay tuned. And
No, I'm going straight. We're going straight home. We've had enough fishing for the day.
Tell Mom hello.
All right.
Raise my finger for the group for a question.
Yes.
Are we getting paid for this? Is this overtime for the volunteership? Or is this like...
Key word that was volunteer, my.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Damn.
Inara, you still have that sending stone, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's recharged now, so.
It's okay. Ooh. Should we send our good friend Derek a message?
I think we should, because we did
Devour,
destroy public
before
property.
you guys do anything, Devour just go see.
I think she's saying we should go see him.
Did you go see him?
Yeah, we were on our way to bed in the first place, so we might as well just carry on with that one.
All right, let's go.
Aces.
Alright.
Let's go.
All right. So you guys head that way. It's an uneventful walk for a couple more blocks to the city hall.
How hurt is Maris?
You can short rest. You can use hit dice at this point if you want.
Oh yes, please. I need it.
Well, we'll figure that out. Don't use them yet.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys head to City Hall, and Darius is there, nervously pacing.
I salute him again and wait.
As
for the,
soon as he comes forward, he comes like right at you guys. He's like, "Where the hell have you been?"
Well, there were these water elementals on the docks and these kids, and yeah, we had to take care.
Devour is nodding along.
Okay, whatever. We have a problem.
Go
Yes.
on.
We have a major problem.
You have to say at ease to Miris.
today's
Sir.
today's the keynote. Rezik is supposed to give a presentation to an auditorium full of people.
How do you spell red?
Rezik, Rezzik.
I'm gonna call him Mr. Rez.
All right. And we don't know where he is.
Oh,
So
wizard nap.
go to his house, which is just on the edge of town, and try to find out where the hell he is. Try to get him to that keynote. It's like the most important event of the entire festival.
Excuse me, sir. Do we have permission to, if need be, break into this house?
We will.
Unofficially.
I'll have some City Watch meet you there. If any forced entry needs to be done, they will do it.
Okay, but I have a good kicking leg.
Let the breaching be done by the professionals.
Gotcha. Understandable.
Maris raises his hand like an excited kid in class. Wait for the.
He notices Maris looks reasonably wounded, I
Very-
assume.
He's like holding the arm up with the other one to make sure it
He's
doesn't
like-
fall.
The hell happened to you?
Elementals, my friend, they are unforgiving when they punch. And they
Just-
don't like it.
Just have that looked at.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Alright.
I have a question.
Dinara will walk up to Maris and she will cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, you're a blessed.
And that is 1d8 plus 3, which is 11 points of damage. Like,
Woohoo!
not
That's way more than I needed, but I appreciate it.
11 points of healing.
Alright.
Wow. Yeah, he turns and he like. You see this like look in his face, like he almost wants to like grab you by the face and like kiss you on the forehead, but then he realizes that's probably way too far, stops and turns back to stare at it,
Just
and he puts his hand back up in the air.
find just find Rezik. Make sure he makes the keynote. All right.
I think he has a question.
Who?
Maris,
I think Maris. He has his hand up.
Oh, what?
have you heard anything about some teenage boys and books and shenanigans?
No.
Answers my question. I turn and I walk out.
All right.
You let me know though. I point at him with like intent.
Damn teenagers.
They give you directions to Rezik's house, which
My guy's
is
like 21, by the way.
what?
My guy's like 21. It kind of makes it a little funnier that he's like yelling about teenagers, but he's just barely out of his teens.
It's a little farther than the rounds that you guys have been normally making. But takes you half hour, I'd say, to get there.
Is his house like secluded?
It's
Or-
not at the heart of town. It's kind of in the outskirts, the suburbs, if you will.
How close is the next building to it?
It's a freestanding house. Next building, as freestanding houses go.
Gotcha. So pretty average.
Yeah. So in front of the house are two city watch guards. Same two guys you guys have met countless times. And they're like, "What is it? Why are you guys? What is it with you guys?" Alright.
Devour smiles and waves.
Okay, look. He's in there. He's saying some crazy stuff. Can you try to talk him down or try to talk him out of whatever crazy stuff he's talking about?
Yes, and I will let you know that Darius did give me full permission to kick down any door I find.
The door's
locked.
the door's open. The front
I'm
door
just
is
telling
open.
you what Darius
Do
told,
not-
told me.
Do not damage Rezik's house.
Dude, listen, it's High Command's orders.
No. He did not order you to wreck the place. All right, just go in there and just try to don't damage him or his house.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So, what are you guys doing? So you're just heading in?
Devour will
I'm
just push through the
Meredith is
door
gonna
and
stay
Yep.
outside on
head
this.
right on in.
All right.
He's gonna let everybody else. I'm gonna stay outside.
That is a new one. Not walking right in.
All right. So let me pile you.
Here, I'll go like second.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna drop everybody. This is one thing I hate. I forgot to do this before. Whatever. I'll just pile you guys. All right. Why does Inara? Every time I put Inara, she like gets weird
Off
placed.
center, right?
Yeah. Okay. So as you walk in, who's walking in first?
devour.
Devour.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's put Devour up front just for the record. That's good. Basically, as Devour the door is open, the door is unlocked. As you walk in, like basically as soon as you step into the threshold, there's a sudden booming voice that like you hear like from all around you. That says, hold on, I gotta find out exactly what it says. In like this really booming voice, it says, "Welcome to the home of the Great Rezik, the greatest wizard in all of Galena." And you actually hear applause briefly. Please wait for the Great Wizard Rezik to be with you shortly. Now, what are your perception rolls, or your perceptions usually?
Like passive.
Like passive, let's say.
It's 11.
Okay.
My passive is 12.
Okay.
Where is that?
Or no, sorry,
Oh,
11.
Saving throws.
Ranger. Does the ranger have perception?
14.
That's
Passive.
actually
Oh wait,
reasonable.
no. Passive perception. Yeah, 14.
My passive is 11. So.
Okay. The ranger can hear something from the back, farther into the house, but he's not entirely sure what. Like something really faint. But this voice is like booming.
So, I was gonna walk in second. Let's say I like did like a couple steps in, but then I thought of something. I went right back outside. I wanted to whisper to Miris. Or who else is outside? Just real quick.
Devour is the only one that stepped in, and then he got greeted by the voice.
I kind of like shuffle everyone together. I whisper to them. I'm like, "There's something up with these guards. They just so happen to be at every place we go. Now, it could just be them getting their orders, but I don't know." And then at
To
the
be
beach, they saw
to be fair, there are not a whole lot of guards, so it could just be luck of the draw.
Maris
That's-
nods his head along to this, but you notice he's not listening at all, and he's staring at the guard.
Gotcha. Just wanted to
Like
throw my
really-
opinion out there.
Okay.
I'm not a detective, but they don't call me Sherlock Holmes for nothing.
No, they call you Bad Arrow.
Yeah, they call me Shitty Arrow. And then after that, I retake my 2 steps in, and that's that.
Okay. So Devour, what are you doing? You're the one in front.
Devour, hearing this, turns to the rest and shrugs her arms and continue.
So right now you're in the way. So what are you moving to the side, or
Yeah, she'll move to the side.
who's coming in next?
I'll take a step in to the side,
All right.
Hey, David.
just because I was next, anyways.
All right. As you walk in, the same message repeats itself.
Hey,
It-
David.
What was
I
that?
think I might have to leave.
What was that?
I said I think I might have to leave.
Everything okay, or
Yeah, I just feel like suddenly like super sick.
okay? Well, we can. I can manage something for you if you want.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
If when in doubt, she'll cast fire.
Okay.
The
Or
only damage spell she
we'll
has.
have you conveniently, we'll think of something.
Okay.
Right.
I'm so
No, it's all right. You're gonna be all right.
yeah. I
Okay.
just need to go lay down.
No, it's fine. Sorry, not a problem. All right.
Yeah.
We'll manage.
Sorry.
We'll be in
See you
touch.
guys
We'll be in
later.
touch. Hope you get well
Okay.
I'll
soon.
message you if there's
Thank you.
anything important.
Okay. Thanks, Tanner.
Sure.
Okay. Bye.
Sure.
Feel better.
Take care.
David, if you need, I can run her.
Okay. Do you have her sheet?
I don't.
It's on D&D Beyond.
Yeah. I don't. She posted the link in Discord. I have
Is it in
I have too many windows
no,
up to look at it.
If it's
Hold
on
on.
if it's in the D&D Beyond, I
Yeah, it's should be connected if you connected yours to the campaign.
If anything, I can plot her.
I got
I
it.
can plot her out of further events if you want. This is not a. We're not in a. Well, we're not in a combat situation yet.
right.
And hopefully we won't be.
Hopefully.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
Nara's
was
gonna
it,
step in as well with everybody else, but kind of like sheepishly stay back.
Okay,
behind
as she walks in, the voice repeats itself again. Basically, for everybody that walks in, the voice repeats itself.
What was
She
that I
almost does,
heard,
like, a
by the
perk
way?
up, like,
What was that?
What was it I heard with my perception?
There was like something very faint in the back, at the far end of the house.
Okay, thank you.
Now, what Devour can see is at the length of the hallway. You can see the hallway extends to the far end of the house and then turns right. And there are two doors that are faintly glowing in an amber glow.
Devour is going to tap Inara and just point up towards the doors, signifying that, like, clearly she knows Inara would know something about magic.
Go ahead.
Anara nods along, and she doesn't step forward to like go examine it without you, because you're like safety blanket. But if you step forward with her, she nods along and goes forward.
You want to do Arcana or?
I would, yeah. Arcana would probably.
Okay.
Arcana check. Ooh, plus 17 plus. 21.
You've heard of these spells before? They look to be arcane locks.
That's
Normal with that roll, I'm going to say that arcane locks traditionally are wards to secure doors, and they are designed to only you can design them to only allow certain people access.
Anara turns to the other two and explains that to him, and then she says something like, almost, she's just kind of like, it's interesting. Like, she's intrigued.
And Devour, seeing this and kind of guessing like it's a lock from context, she turns to the rest of the group and other way.
There is a passage at the end of the hall. At the end of the hall, that turns right.
Okay.
So I assume that we should walk down there.
Yeah, I'll
Nara will take step behind Devour everywhere she.
and
Okay.
I will be right there,
Okay.
along with the group.
Maris, what are you doing?
Maris is staying outside with the guards.
The guards are like at the curb. They're not at the door.
He's gonna stay out there with them.
Okay. All right.
He's like, he isn't saying anything to them. He's just like watching.
Okay.
Very intrigued by them, whatever.
Okay.
So I guess we'll walk up to the very end.
So that opens up to a short hallway that ends in a door. Darius, you're coming from behind.
Yeah.
So as you Devour, as you round the corner.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta find this.
I hope I'm not
You
tired.
as you look towards the door, you can see from the top left corner of the hallway, you see like a brief flash,
Okay.
Hey, Judy, your webcam turned off.
and you are hit with a dart.
Ooh.
It does 1 point of piercing damage, and I'm gonna need a con save.
Con save. That is a 10.
You fall asleep. you
Nara,
ba-
like,
you basically
jumps back.
you see Devour as like a dart hits him, and he's like
Just right in the
her
next.
her, and he's like oh, and he just drops.
I see
Nara,
that,
like,
and
lets out a squeal.
I'm never going near that corner. I back out. I take 2 steps back. I'm like, fuck that corner. I'm not going in that corner.
Nara jumps back to there.
You can hear now that you're a little closer. You can hear like a raggedy, a raspy voice saying, "Go away."
Here, let me see if I have anything on me. You guys
Nara
do you.
calls back the voice. We're here to help you.
You can't have it.
What can't we have?
You can't have my brain.
Anara just looks at Darius, kind of confused.
I just do like the little cuckoo hands thing. And like shrug.
Oh, great.
Anara like carefully peeks around that corner.
Okay.
Make sure nothing's like coming at her if she like steps out.
You do see a flash from the other corner,
Oh,
but the dart like is like way off. It like hits the glass and like pops a hole in the glass and goes out into the yard.
How big is a tinderbox?
The what?
A tinderbox for like lighting.
Not all that. It's like a match. It's like a matchbox.
Alright, I take that out of my little satchel and I chuck it into the hallway to see if it gets shot at.
It does not.
Damn it. There goes my tinderbox. That's
Anara's
about it.
gonna call out again. Are you Rezik?
Go away.
We're here to help you.
Who's saying this?
Anara.
Give me persuasion,
Persuasion.
or well, I guess persuasion is the best one.
8?
Total?
Yep. 5 plus 3, or yeah.
I said go away.
I'm gonna try. I'm like, what's his name?
Rezik.
I'm like, Mr. Rezik, please, we're here to take you to your speech. And what's that, D20 to
Mhm.
persuade?
D20 plus whatever.
9.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
my.
guys. 9?
I know.
Even
yeah,
that? Oh, okay.
I got 7 plus
you
2.
you do not hear a response.
Damn it.
This is a tricky one, Anara says you.
Yes, it is. Do you have any ideas on how to get Devour out of that corner and over to us?
Oh yeah, Devour's unconscious.
Yeah, that's why I kind of want to get him up and going.
And they're going. Anara just kind of like shakes her head, panicked, like she has nothing in her head that work. She doesn't know what to do.
I take my longbow off of my back. I hold it at the very end where the string connects. I kind of try and like hook him with my bow.
He's like 5 feet in, so
Worth a shot, you know.
well,
Can't wait for your bow to break.
I'm gonna take a shot at you.
Oh. Assuming, like, by the way, assuming I'm like right here.
The dart comes remarkably close. But it doesn't. It actually doesn't hit you. It actually hits the longbow. But it kind of like bounces off nonchalantly. It's not. It's not a heavy impact.
Take a step back. I'm like, all right, I do not know what to do. Are there in this hallway? Are these doors on the right?
Yes, but they are arcane. As per Inara's explanation, they are arcane locked.
Obviously, we can't open them.
You can try.
Can I peek into the lock, like the hole? keyhole?
Yeah. There seems to be. I don't have that area mapped, but
If you
it
could just
it
describe
seems to
it.
be a study. It seems to be like a. Actually, no. That's actually a bedroom.
Okay. And then, Inara, if you would like to go.
What are you sending her?
I don't know, but just if you had an idea.
Anara kind of looks at you and then she holds her hand up and says, "I'll be right back," and she runs outside to go get the guards.
Gotcha. Well, if she does that, I'm also gonna check this door.
Okay, same issue. It seems to be a slightly larger bedroom slash work area.
Gotcha. Now I can just go with Inara.
Anara goes running out. "Help us, please. We have a situation." And she turns back.
What do you want us to do? What's the problem?
She went back. And,
Okay, so they follow you in. I do not have markers for them.
I'll just pretend they're there.
All right,
He's gonna like stay behind him, like he's watching.
I can make them elementals. Yeah, let's make them elementals.
go
All right,
for it,
there you
yeah.
go. There you go. That's guard number 1.
Hey, didn't we just see you guys?
And it's guard number 2.
Wow, you're really short.
Why were you guys throwing sand at kids?
Anara's gonna take when they finally get in. She's gonna point down the hallway, and just start explaining. We went around the corner and something shot at Devour. She's asleep now, and Rezik doesn't want to come out. He's afraid we're gonna take his brain.
He won't take his what?
He thinks we're gonna take his brain.
I turned to the guards real quick. Do they have shields just to look?
No, actually they have halberds. So they're in chainmail, and they have halberds.
Okay, I go back to
And the
my-
halberd basically barely fits in the room.
Yeah. Do I have a shield? I don't. Miris, I point at him. Do you have a shield?
No, he does not.
Marish shakes.
Oh, I said your name backwards. My bad. Maris.
Serum.
I point at the unconscious Devour. I say, Devour, do you have a shield?
Devourer does not answer.
Give her a thumbs up.
He's
and
like,
then
well,
I-
yeah. One of the guards is like, all right, that's what is this all about? And they start to proceed down the hall.
I'd give him fair warning. I'm like, hey, listen, you go around the corner.
They are pretty
You
much
make it
they are
sense.
pretty much ignoring you.
The
Anara
teenagers.
follows behind him as
They
well.
get to about here, and one guy gets shot at.
Tell me they're both out.
Fucking Dex, just dead.
Natural.
Right in-
I rolled a natural 20 on the guard,
Oh my god.
and max damage.
Oh no, the guard's dead.
Here goes the entire.
And 1 on the guard save. I can't believe I just did that. So it was a natural 20 on the attack, 4 on the damage die, and 1 on the save. So the first guard he's like, what the deal? And before he even finishes his sentence, he just takes a dart to the shoulder, gets, I'm gonna say, blown out the window at this point, and he is out. He is asleep. And the other guard is like now back to the wall in SWAT style. Like, what the hell just happened?
Maris is gonna casually walk up right here. He's still behind the corner,
Uh-huh.
and then turns and tells everybody to cover your ears real quick. And he'll quickly stick his hand out, cast Thunderclap, and then pull it back. And he's gonna cast it down the hallway.
What is that? Thunderclap or Thunderwave?
Thunderclap.
What does Thunderclap do?
It's you create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range other than you must succeed a Constitution saving throw or take a d6 of damage.
Oh my god, you're gonna kill us all.
The area of range is 5 feet, so it probably not do what I wanted to, but
The what area?
5 feet. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you basically fire this thunderclap 5 feet down the hall, and it booms through the entire house, and you kind of startled the guard. Devourer and the other guard are still unconscious because there's no indication that. Let me make sure about that. Until they take damage or are vigorously shaken awake. Those are the only two conditions. So sound will not do it.
Maris is just gonna call out, Rezik, where are you?
And you kind of hear panicked screaming at this point.
Oh.
From it's clearly from beyond the door at the end of the hall.
Alright. I'm gonna grab the guard that's still up,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna try and use him as a human shield to run down the hall.
Okay. He's very hesitant to do this. I'm like, he's like, well, is there no other
I
way?
There isn't. I'm like, listen, Harold, or whatever your name is, there's no other way. If you do this, you're doing it for Queen and Country, my man. You're gonna get the Medal of Goddamn Honor because of this act.
Give me a
Just trying to
give me a
do this.
persuasion. I don't know. I'm tempted to say deception, but give me a persuasion.
I got
just
9 persuasion. So I got 11.
okay. He's like, okay, let's see what we can do.
I go Aces Harold. I tap him on the shoulder and I run around this corner real quick with him.
So yeah, he rounds the corner. He rounds the corner, and basically, as soon as he rounds the corner, he's greeted by 2 darts.
I'm like holding it under his shoulder, so if he like falls, I'm kind of keeping him up.
He took an 18. He got an 18 on one of them.
Shit, this guy's dead.
So, well, he only took 1 damage. But now the crucial con save, and he's down. Oops.
Oh. For reference, I'm holding him. Both my
So
arms.
so
are
now
under
you are
his-
carrying a reasonably heavy guard.
Yeah, and my head's like ducked under his chest.
So
If-
okay, so what do you now? You're like systematically dragging him towards the door.
I'm like slowly but surely getting toward the door.
Okay.
Like holding him up.
So you're more or less gradually moving him, and I'm gonna take 2 more shots at him.
He's gonna
Well,
he's
this is
gonna
happening.
overdose.
16. Okay, so he takes another dart.
This poor dude's gonna die.
He's gonna fight that movie like Swiss cheese.
Well, at least he made his at least he made his save. So he takes another dart that makes him snap awake. He's like, ah, and he's like, you know, what he's kind of wondering how the hell he got suddenly, you know,
I'm just
15
gonna yell,
15
"Queen and Country!"
feet 15 feet further into the hall. So you get to the door. Now you can actually see at this point that they're kind of camouflaged with the surrounding walls.
Yeah.
But these 2 very small crossbows with like they have a clip full of arrows.
Can I take my sword? Well, am I close enough to the wall where if I were to drop him, I wouldn't get shot?
He's awake now.
Okay, so he's up, but
He's-
am I still close enough where I can? My hands are free.
What do you mean?
Because I would want to take my sword out and like swing at the
Well, you can
crossbows.
do that. I mean,
Just one.
yeah,
of them.
you're at this range. I'd say you're not at an angle that you're at risk.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take out my sword. I'm gonna swing at him, try and hit him.
Okay.
Let's see. I rolled an 8 plus a 5.
That's enough. Okay, so you take one down.
Okay.
Let's say the God damn it, guard's in the way. Hold on a second. Just bear with me.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Oh,
So
shit, there they are.
so which one did you take out?
The one right in front of me.
Okay. So let's say that one's gone.
Yeah.
All right.
Would it be too much to do that again? I'll wait.
Well, the thing doesn't have any other targets right now. So yeah, you can do it. You can do it again.
I'm gonna smack it again
Mhm.
with my sword. Let's see. Oh, right click. That's a 7 plus 5.
That's
7
enough.
plus 5.
That's enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take out the second one.
And then I turn around and I yell, "Wake Devour up!"
Marish
Or
jumps
Devour,
on
sorry.
Devour. Not like, fully, but enough. Smacks her across.
So like it's an
Who's-
actual smack.
Yeah, just enough to razz you. It might cause me some problems.
So I mean, if it's just like a light, like
No,
Sure.
no. It's a little more than that.
Didn't he
Oh,
kick?
s-
Didn't he kick you the last
He
time?
did.
I got kicked, so I mean, this is not really like payback, but a
Equal.
little bit of payback. It's just enough to like. You definitely. Do I need to roll an attack on that or anything?
No.
no. She'll get up, but she's just.
Marish smiles and says, "Morning, sunshine."
So he's up. So Devour is up.
And
The-
then I'll step up and
the-
just, like, ask, "Are you okay?"
The other guard is like, don't ever do that again. And
I
he
pat him on the shoulder. I say, "Good job, Harold.
And
You're
he-
cleaning."
and he heads out. And he heads out the window to try to assist the other guard. Whoops! I did not want to do that. I think I just moved the whole map. To try to assist the other guard that's like now reasonably injured and
Got blown out the window.
they got thrown out a friggin' window.
Marish is gonna sit at the window and watch them.
Okay. All right.
All right, who's with me to go at the door?
Anara will step up.
Devour is already somewhat annoyed. So he's gonna walk right up to the door and just bam, 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 knock as hard as she can.
Okay.
Anara follows up with a polite, "Resnick, it's open.
Go away.
We're not going away."
I'm. Let me see. What's the exact words? I'm not coming with you, and you can't make me. You can't have my brain.
We
Devour,
don't
kick
want
the door
your
down.
brain, but we can make it.
Devour heard the order to kick the door, so he is
All right.
gonna boot it.
Oh shit, it worked.
Yeah, the door was unlocked, actually.
Ding dong.
Well, that
Um,
works.
That was easy.
So, in the corner, cowering, is this really old, frail-looking guy. He's I'd say Gandalf, only not as badass. Beard and white robes and pointy hat, and he's just your typical-looking wizard. And basically by Devour like waltzing in through the front door, he like reactively lets out a firebolt that doesn't come anywhere near him, and hits a bookshelf, and sure enough, there's now a bookshelf on fire.
This is the third building we've burnt down.
It's not our fault.
He's like, oh, oh, no, I'm not going. You can't have it.
Does Maris hear any of that?
I don't. He's a little far away. I mean, you can hear bits and pieces of it, I suppose.
Does he hear like resistance at all?
Well, he hears Devour basically break down the door.
He probably heard me yell, "Devour!" Kick the door down, a giant crash, and then a fireball.
I'll say that's enough for Maris. For it. Maris is gonna come around and go in behind Devour. And
Okay.
then gonna use Fey Presence. So that's a
What was that?
Fey Presence. So once per short rest, as an action, I can use it on a creature in a 10-foot cube. So I definitely close. I'll walk around that way.
Okay.
And the creature needs to succeed on a Wisdom saving throw of 13, or become charmed or frightened by me. I will use charmed until the end of the next turn.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Actually, hold on. Fail.
Yes. So yeah, the wizard is now charmed by me.
He's like he was kind of in an attack stance, but then he kind of like lets relax. Now, charm means he's basically you're a friend of his.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull out one of those chairs at that table and just offer it.
Okay, but emphasis, you're his only friend.
But
I don't.
that's progress.
Okay. All right.
Maris is
So
gonna
so
try to
you
go
have his attention briefly, and then he kind of turns and he sees that his bookshelf is on fire. He's like, oh, and he releases a ray of frost at it
Oh,
and puts it out.
This is
I
the
guess that
only
works.
building we've ever put the fire out in.
no, that's not true. I put the bookshelf out in the library.
My bad, my bad.
Anara's gonna slowly step
'Kay.
behind.
Oops,
Devour.
I almost dragged an octopus in.
I'll wait at the door.
Not another one, please God. Not another.
That's the boss of this campaign.
How are we doing time wise? Ooh. Okay.
Maris is gonna try to coax the wizard into taking calming.
Maris's?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. He's charmed by you, and you're kind of you're really good friends with him now. So what are you saying?
Yeah, I just want him, take a seat real quick. Let's chat. What happened?
He's like,
What's
are
actually
they
going on?
what are they coming for my brain?
Who's coming for your brain?
Those guys. He points to everybody at the door.
My friends over here? No, they're here to help. They're with me,
Okay. All right.
and I just kind of like
All right. So he sits and is like, they were gonna take my brain.
do you know who?
They said they were coming for my brain.
Anara's.
She said they were coming for my brain.
Do you know anything about who it is, or is it somebody who said they're coming?
Well, they came and visited, and she seemed nice. We were talking a little about magic, and then she said they were coming for my brain, and it seemed like a concern.
I would be concerned too if somebody was in my brain. And he looks up to Anara and looks for a kind of odd, sort of. What if, Mara says, what if we escort you out of here? Let's get you somewhere.
Okay.
What if we take you...
But she said they were gonna take my brain.
We're not going to take your... And we're going to make sure nobody else takes it.
Okay.
But you gotta trust me. I offer my hand out.
Okay. He seems thoroughly confused still.
I'm
Can I peek my head in the door and say, do you think by brain they mean his knowledge?
Is he with you?
He is also with me. He is a friend.
Devour turns to Darius and just whispers, "Brain yuck."
I
Agreed.
don't know what that means.
Maris is gonna try to get the wizard and escort him up out of the room.
Okay.
Or
No,
turn
wait. No,
Oh.
they said that they were coming for my brain and that I should stay here.
Well, if they're coming for your brain, you shouldn't be here. Just broke this dude's brain.
This is like talking to my fucking
Can I make like an insight check on him? Something like wrong.
Sure.
Well, I can tell you something's wrong.
Thank you, Mister. Can't hit an arrow.
Shut your mouth. I hit 2.
Insight
2 out of 8.
17.
Okay. He seems genuinely concerned that when he says somebody's taking my brain, he seems to genuinely believe that that is a possibility. And
Maris is gonna reach into his bag then, real quick.
Mhm.
In his selection of extra clothes, his fine clothes, he's gonna whip out a little hat. He's gonna offer it to the wizard friend and say, "Wear this for me. It's gonna protect you till we can get you somewhere safe.
where are you taking me?
We're gonna take you to City Guard.
I have a talk to give.
Yes.
I have to prepare, but
And-
won't they take my brain there?
Nope, Darius is waiting for you at headquarters of the City Guard, and he's going to protect you until your speech, and will protect you to get you there and protect you during your. Does that sound fair?
Okay.
And I like help him nuzzle and set the hat on his head. Save.
Okay. He's
Ready
he's
to
still
go?
very hesitant, but he's like doesn't know really what to think at this point.
Right.
I don't know how long this charm lasts for.
Uh,
Doesn't say.
Maris- try to like escort him out.
Does it say how long this thing lasts for?
What thing?
The
Hold on.
Fey whatever the hell.
Oh, good. It's till the end of their next turn.
Okay.
Whatever you want to decide. He hates me.
All right. He's okay. So, I'm gonna hand wave this. He's really hesitant. He's like, no. Wait. She came here. She told me they were coming for my brain, and that I should stay here. And she seemed nice, and her brothers seemed okay too, and they, they even asked for my autograph. I mean, they seem nice.
I lean into Devour. I whispered, do you think if I got the guards, that would help him? Because he could see they're from the city?
Devour at this point just, and she walks up next to him and tries to grab him.
I'm gonna go get the guards. I'm gonna run and peek my head out the window.
The guards are nowhere to be found at this point.
Fuck. I'm gonna run back to the door. And
Let's get
I'll
rid of
just say
that.
the guards are gone.
Maris is gonna throw his head back with a loud sigh. Of course.
So, what are you doing?
Devour is going to try to pick him up over her shoulder.
Can we knock him out? Is that an option here, guys?
Inara
Uh,
shakes
the-
her head
I have a
violently.
question.
Devar already took an action, and I'm deciding what I'm going to do.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll wait.
And technically, I can kill all of you, but
That's a Welcome to D&D.
Oh, that's a good one. All right. Devour, give me a deck save.
Oh,
save. That is a 8.
Okay, you are met as you try to reach out for him. He like turns to you and goes, "No!" and he holds a hand out, and you are met with this spray of multicolored stuff, and you are
Wizard jizzed on you.
blinded. I think it's blinded. Let me pull the book. Thing is, I need a fifth monitor to put D&D Beyond. Oh shit! No, that's Maris. I'm in deck save too, and
Oh, don't say
and
that.
technically Leo as well.
No, don't say that.
15-foot cone.
Holy shit.
Maris, get a.
Oh wait a minute. Actually, no. Actually, hold on.
Oh,
It's not a saving throw.
oh.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. You guys almost... I think you just executed the whole
9,
party.
14, 21. Oh Jesus. 22.
Everyone's dead.
30.
I'm just gonna go home.
4, okay.
All my friends are dead. Push me to.
Okay. Basically, everybody in the room is blinded for 1 turn. So, basically, he ejects this like spray of multicolored crap that like gets into everybody's, basically covers everything, and this like dissipates almost immediately, but it does affect you. You all are temporarily blinded.
Oh, okay. So, well, can it be? Is it then my turn?
I
Devour
guess.
just lets out a.
So, considering where I'm standing,
Who's talking? Darius?
Darius.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are just out of the range of it.
I'm also just where the crossbows were with
Ye-
the sleep darts.
Yes.
Can I, within 1 turn, pick up a dart, tie it on an arrow with some rope I have, like break off an arrowhead and tie on the dart, and then shoot the wizard with it?
Or you could throw the dart.
I don't trust myself to throw it. I
But
also
you
don't
trust yourself with arrows.
If I could tie it to my sword and swing it, I would do that. Because so far I'm 2 for 2 with that.
Hell, you can just stab them with it, technically. Why am I helping you? Whatever.
Do I have the movement for that? Is that
It's 30.
possible?
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, we're not in turn order. We're not in initiative
Initiative,
here,
yeah.
so I'm willing to have a little artistic liberty.
And it's within 30, so it'd be okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna pick up one of the darts. I'm gonna sprint into the room following this path. And I'm gonna fucking shank him with it.
Okay, hold on.
If you want me to roll something, I can roll something.
I'm gonna need an attack roll.
You want it to be like an unarmed strike, technically? Or a short
Just an
sword?
attack roll. Don't worry about damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose it would be an unarmed strike.
So 14. 14
Uh,
plus 3 would be
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Yeah. Like can I add 14 and 3?
Roll me a d4.
D4. Okay, let's see. 2.
Okay.
If this doesn't work, now he really fucking thinks
He's
we're
like-
after his brains.
You like stab him, and he's like, "Ow! What the?" And he's out.
Yes. Is everyone else still like flashbanged? I just yelled, I got him, guys.
After a round, after you do that, they're kind of coming to get their senses, and you basically came out of nowhere. Where'd you go?
So it's not confusing.
Oh, there
I'm
you are.
gonna move my guy like that.
Okay.
Varys in like shell shock. He's like, "Hey, great job!" As he's like holding his hand over his face, like trying not to die from the light.
Okay, he will be asleep for how long? Let's see.
Ooh, this is crucial.
15 minutes.
Devour, you need to grab him, and we need to sprint to HQ.
Devour is going to grab the rope out of her bag
Oh, that's
and
smart.
just start tying him up.
Mary's
Okay.
gonna try to make way towards the door.
Like
And-
hog tied, all of his four limbs together like an animal.
Okay.
On our way out, I'm gonna pick up more sleep darts. Like 2 more.
Okay. They're like 20 per clip.
2 is all we need.
Okay.
It's a 30-minute walk.
All right.
And once she's done tying him up, she's gonna pick him up and
Oh, I'm in the fire. Hold on.
start carrying.
Okay.
So
All right.
I tap Maris on the shoulder. I'm like, should we put the fire out, or is
Fire's
it?
out, dude.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
he
it
ray
not
he
there?
ray frosted it.
Once
He
it
ray
gets
frosted it
frosted,
up.
yeah.
I can't
Oh,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
remove
I
it from the
forgot.
map.
That's fine. I forgot about that. Never mind then. Continue.
Waiting for Devour, Maris leads out the room.
'Kay.
Anara kind of sticks by Devour's side.
Okay. So yeah, it's uneventful from this point on.
Yeah,
So-
essentially, yeah, they all leave.
Okay. And you guys are heading straight to headquarters?
Yep.
What do you like?
Makes the most sense.
Open field running at this point, or it's
Full-on
gonna take you
sprint.
longer than 15 minutes?
Well, that's why I brought more sleep darts.
Okay.
If that's the
You're just gonna
I'll
keep
be-
stabbing him until.
Yeah, I'll be
Alright.
running right next to Devour, and when I hear, I'm gonna stab the wizard again with another sleep dart.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna say it's gonna be 15 minutes. It's gonna be about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna give you do me one attack roll with advantage.
Okay, so roll twice in the better
Yes.
one, right? 16,
That's an
17.
that's
Oh
an
my god, where are these rolls earlier?
that's roll me the
My-
roll me
my
the d4
proficiency is with sleep.
roll me the d4 for damage.
4.
And he is still
We're
out.
gonna
He's like, "Ah, what?"
kill
And
him.
he's out again. He's got enough hit points for this, but it's
Thank
gonna leave
God.
it's gonna leave a mark.
He's gonna have 2 darts up his ass.
Okay. All right. I don't know if I can finish this in the next 25 minutes, but let's see if we can do. I don't know if you guys are up to staying a little later.
I'm fine with up
Okay.
later.
All right. It shouldn't be that much. Shouldn't be that much later. People get in every time I've run this adventure. People get into it too much, and it's usually hard to run in 4 hours.
That's a long time,
Um,
I understand why.
Okay, so you guys carry him to headquarters, and you are greeted by a very shocked Darius at headquarters.
We kick in the door, we say, we got him.
He's like, "What? I didn't."
Well, he's also,
He's like-
he's tied up and has
He's
2 darts.
bleeding. What did you do? And at this point, at the second 15 minutes are up, and Rezik is slowly regaining consciousness.
I stab him one more time. Just to make sure he's out for another. So
As Rezik, like,
Are you
takes
doing? You're
her-
doing this in Darius' presence?
yeah.
Oh my god.
When he's like, "What are you doing?" I'll be like, "Don't worry, it's just a sleep dart."
As
But
that
he's like
happens,
bleeding. Okay,
Darius is gonna
again,
slam his hand on
give
the
me an
table.
attack. Give me an attack roll with advantage. Give me an attack roll with advantage.
19.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 19.
Okay. Give me the damage again.
D4, a 4 again. I'm gonna kill him.
Well, this time he does make a save.
Oh,
He's like, ah, no, stop, 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 stop.
I'm
Stop, save me. He's like, Darius, like, save me, get me away from these people, save me.
I turned to Darius. It's not what it looks like. It's supposed to put him to sleep.
He's like, Darius is like this close to just having you arrested at this point. He's like, okay, you're gonna need to explain what the hell's going on.
Marius
crazy.
slams his hand on a desk to calm everybody and like the attention on him.
Devour just puts the wizard down and backs away with both of her hands up. She doesn't want to be involved in it anymore.
He's like, who are
My
these?
hand's covered in
Re-
blood.
Rezik is like addressing Darius directly. Darius, the cheat, your boss. He's
Yeah.
like, who are these people? Why are they hurting me?
Maris
Did they
speaks up.
come for my brain? Did you want my brain? You want my brain, don't you? And
This is
Darius
my
is like
problem.
thoroughly
You
confused.
shot us 3
Think somebody
times.
wants his brain. And your guards just up and disappeared and left us.
Yeah, your guard served the queen and country and then left.
Yeah, they came back, and one of them was like knocked unconscious and through a window.
Yeah,
So
he
That
made
was
it out of
his
there.
fault.
They left us. We were trying to get this guy, and he's telling us all this story about some woman and her brothers, telling him to stay home because somebody's coming for his brain.
He
wasn't
flashbanged
coming-
my
yeah.
friends,
He-
so I
he-
had to stab him with a sleep dart.
He was locked in a room behind sleep dart traps. And he's telling us stories about a woman who says people are coming for his brain.
he takes Rezek. He's like, what woman? And Rezek is like, she seemed nice.
And 2
And
dudes.
that's what he keeps saying. She was nice.
He's
Her
like,
brothers were nice.
she asked for my autograph, and he starts looking for in his pockets, and he produces a note, a signed, like it was like a napkin. It's like a napkin or something. And who?
Maris snaps.
Okay. The note says in in Elvish. Do you speak Elvish?
I do not.
Let me see. I do
But-
not either.
I can cast comprehend language.
Okay.
I will use my pact spell.
Uh, the napkin says to Marin and Delilah, from one great wizard to another, all the best, and followed by Rezek's signature, autograph, if you will.
All the best.
That's
Who
all it
is
says.
Marin and Delilah. I just shout out as I'm still reading.
Wait. Darius like snaps to attention. He's like, "Wait, who? What did you just say?"
Marin and Delilah. I look up like almost like a teenage girl doing gossip in high school.
They're my
Overseas.
They're my children.
Yeah. Well,
They're the
ones-
teenagers, I point at them.
They're the ones who he signed this to, and I point it in his face.
Can you read Elvish, or are you just showing him gibberish?
He is actually Elvish, so he is an elf.
Oh,
So
okay. Oh, that's good.
I forgot to mention that. But he reads it and he's like, he like Rezek described them, and Rezek is like, she seemed nice. He didn't talk much. She seemed nice, said they were coming for my brain and that I should stay home.
I look at Darius and I'm like, "Where are your children now?"
They're home. They're
Then
not.
Let's go to them.
They're not allowed out during the festival.
Well, apparently they were out during the festival.
That's I refuse to believe that.
Maris throws his arms up in like just total like disgust, like ah! He's so fed up with everybody right now. He's just like, yeah.
I'm gonna point at him. I'm gonna be like, your daughters,
Daughter,
Daughter.
son and daughter.
your children ruined one of the greatest wizardry minds in the world.
That's not.
And I need to know where they are right now. And I'm like, poking
They're at home, but they
chest.
can't be responsible for this.
Where is
Well,
your
They're the
house?
ones that suggested we have this festival in the first place.
Then let's go to them
They
and ask
needed
them what
him
they've been
here.
doing. They need to have an alibi.
I can't leave here right now.
You don't have to leave. We need to go there. I'm just poking him in his chest while he thinks.
He's starting to get visibly angry. He's like,
That's the point. I'm making him pissed.
Essentially, the point comes down to it, Darius, is your kids are at the center of this right now.
That's
And
my estate is at the edge of town.
you're just gonna
That's what
send
I
us?
What?
You're just sending us to your house to go talk to your kids?
Do not damage the house. Do not damage my children. Bring them here, and I will deal with them.
No
Kick
promises.
in the
And I
door.
turn
Got
around
it.
and
I
step
give-
out with a salute.
What? He tells two city watch guys that are like nearby. He's like, go with them, and they're kind of like, no, they're like not shaking their heads like I don't want to go there.
Every guard has almost died. One of them got
They're like,
peppered.
they don't pay us enough for this shit.
Maris pops back in. Make sure to send the strong ones this time and goes back out.
All right, now
Mara's
do you
gonna look at Devour, kind of like shrug. She's so lost.
do you want to take Leo with you at this point?
Yeah.
Who?
Ooh,
Oh.
the missing Inara. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I goofed.
I am Leah.
Okay.
Devour, you coming with us? I point at her.
And she'll shake her head, yes.
We'll
Hell yeah.
get Rezik ready, fix him up for the presentation for the
His brain has gone yogurt. If that's
It's
a thing.
we'll deal with it. Just bring me my children. Do not harm them, or you'll have hell to pay.
She had a black eye before I got there. I leave. I walk out.
I'm sorry.
All right. Okay. So, Darius has a really nice house at the edge of town. You pretty much all know where it's at.
Nice.
Harris looks at the house and he's like, you know what? I could see myself here.
It's got
Yeah. It's just a last name change. Let's get it.
it's got a main it's got a main gate, courtyard, double door entrance. It looks, doesn't have security. People know better than to try to go into this place.
And we're gonna try and go into this.
There is scattered lighting throughout the estate. It's got I don't know how many rooms.
Maris is gonna step up and with thaumaturgy, like throw his weight or like amplify his voice, and just shout towards the house. Marion and Delilah, please escort yourself to the front entrance. Marion and Delilah, you are needed at the front entrance.
Okay.
I look at Maris. I say, they're not out here in 2 minutes. I'm kicking the front door in.
Okay. Well, right now you're at the gate.
I'm kicking the front gate in.
Okay.
Maris turns to Devour.
You do not get a response.
And by me, I said, Devour.
There or
Are you here with us, Devour?
She is.
All right, nice. So I give.
we don't get a response.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay. I
You.
thought you meant Devour. I'm like, okay.
No. You don't ever. No. Nothing else. Nothing in the estate changes.
Can we hop the gate?
The gate is visibly unlocked.
Oh, I open the gate.
Okay. The gate opens without incident.
Take like a little jolly trot in.
Okay.
You know, my arms are all happy.
It's not. There's nothing of note. There's a
tried-
circular courtyard. There's a pretty fountain and some topiaries and decorative shit. And there's a pair of main double doors that leading into the estate, into the main building.
Are they locked?
Are you going all the way to the door?
Maris goes
Yeah.
all the way up to the door.
Are you trying the door?
If they're open.
I am.
The door is not visibly locked.
Damn it!
You're just looking to kick something in, aren't you?
I'm looking to kick this guy's
Maris
doors in.
takes both doors and throws them open and walks to the house.
Okay. Bear with me a second.
He shouts, "Honey, I'm home.
These kids are horrified.
I'm coming for
Okay.
you."
Oh.
Ooh, there's a house.
Okay, now hold on, I gotta drag all you people back on this freaking thing.
What do you mean, you people? Sorry, that's a joke from a thing.
I should have done this before. Oh, stop. Okay, so who's...
Me and Maris are basically right up front.
Okay.
Maris is through the door.
Maris is through the door?
Through the door. He threw that.
Okay.
We're both in, dude. We're right next to each other with that.
Inara is gonna stay back behind Devour.
Darius is right on the left of Maris.
That is.
So this is a really nice place.
Yep.
It
Definitely
has a fountain inside. You see this, Maris? I like that.
Okay, there's a very lavish fountain inside. There is a double doors heading further into the mansion to the left and right. There is a wide staircase up the right hand side to the it's like a, I don't know what they call these things, a loft or whatever the hell it is. The second floor balcony. And standing at the rail on the second floor balcony are two
Oh,
elves.
Hey, we know. We want you.
You dare to call them teenagers? As far as elves go, it's still a teenage elf. Could be, you know, could be
I looked
80.
at Maris the
By-
teenagers.
By elf standards, they're
young.
teens. They are young. They still might be a good 60, 80 years old, but they are young.
Oof.
Elves
I
live
don't
for
know
like
about
elves
that.
live for like 200 years, so you know, who knows?
Maris is gonna call out to him. Are you the kids we're looking for?
Who do you think you are? The guy on the left.
I'm your goddamn father.
This-
My name is Darius.
I'm gonna.
Who do you think you are? You can't just walk in here uninvited to the house of the greatest wizards that ever lived.
Your father wants to meet you at
Yeah,
his job.
Daddy sent us. And I'm gonna
That's-
turn, or Maris is gonna turn towards Devour and motion her into the house. Just be like scare tactic of, we have the muscle.
Devour is going to look to Inara first and just motion to her, rock.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And assuming that Inara gives it to her, she's going to walk in and place herself right here and I guess try to activate it and just said, talk, kids, and hold it up.
The rock doesn't actually work that way. It's you can only the person activating it is the only person that can communicate.
Oh.
I feel like that's in character for Devour.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah,
So so nothing.
Devour,
So
can
you
I-
so Devour basically hears Darius at the other end going, "Hello."
And we all just sit and watch and wait.
Is anyone
We're all
there?
just standing. Devour, could I have this?
These
stone,
these two kids are laughing at this point. It's like
Devour hands him the stone.
Thank you. I use it and I'm like, Darius, could you tell me something that only you could tell your kids so they come with us? Is that 25 words?
That was
I don't know. Didn't sound like 25 words. Is
Uh,
that all in the message? Cuts off.
you do not get a response.
What? I throw the rock. I don't. I give it to Maris.
Maris takes it. and
The
puts it in
guy on the left is like, "We're not going anywhere with you.
his bag. You can do this the easy way or the hard
Let's
way.
let's
I have a couple more sleeping darts in my pocket.
let's
son of a
let's
bitch.
show them what we got, sis."
Maris throws his hands up and says, "Wait!"
Okay.
All right.
Let's discuss this.
Nope. It's initiative
put-
time, I'm afraid.
Oh, I was about to say I put my hands up too.
Alright,
Ooh.
give me initiative, guys.
Woo! 16. Let's get it. That makes 19 overall.
Who's that?
19 for Darius.
I got an 8.
Okay, that's 15 and 20. So Darius is 19. Anybody else?
Yes.
Maris has a 16.
16?
Yes.
Okay.
So are we killing these kids or? I say kids. Are we killing these grown adults? And just letting their father know
10,
later on.
10 to 15?
Nara rolled a 12 +1's 15.
Who's left? Devour?
That would be 8 for Devour.
I keep forgetting the name of these kids. God damn it.
Damn kids.
That would be.
Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's how it feels.
So Darius, what are you doing?
Oh, are we killing these kids? I look to Maris and ask
Mirror
that.
shit and violent.
All right, so I aim my bow at the purple one.
The one on the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me. Ooh, natty 20, boys. Let's
Wow,
get it.
good job.
Final fight. I'm gonna murder a child. So the natty 20 is. Does that do anything
He
special?
actually, as the arrow is coming in, you can see he visibly tries to cast a spell to deflect it, and it just goes straight through it.
My arrow goes straight through the spell.
Yeah.
Okay. For damage wise,
So-
do I do anything special or?
It would be
It's,
you take your
normally it's
your
one-
damage die, which I think is a D8,
Yeah, a D8.
double it, and then add your
Okay.
modifier.
Fuck. So I did 5 damage because I rolled a 1.
Okay.
That was after the doubling.
So the shield, the shield that he cast up, kind of deflected it. It still pierced through it and kind of caught a piece of his shoulder.
Nice.
So
That's it for me.
Maris.
Maris is gonna let out a long groan, and then Eldritch Blast the floor beneath the lilac.
You're firing at the ground, at the floor?
Because they're on a balcony, right?
Yes.
So like I want to hit the like falling at her, like trying to take out the
Okay.
make her fall.
Did you just pull a Frozone? Like you put your hands up and took a sip of water and then blasted them with your hand?
Yeah.
All right. Well, give me an attack roll.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Jesus
2 in
Christ.
a row.
2 in a row.
Okay. You didn't actually target her, but you took out the ground beneath her.
That's a 20 to hit a
And yeah, she's now at ground level
Boom. That's what
and
I wanted.
prone.
Ah, that's what I wanted.
I'm gonna put her there.
Lay down. Lay down.
She does take fall damage.
America's
How
just gonna
far
come out
is
and
the
say,
fall? Is
"Stay
it
10 feet.
down."
Gotcha.
I'm gonna use that one. All right.
So, we shot one in the shoulder, made one fall off a 10-foot balcony.
10 feet ain't.
So she kind of like staggers to her feet. She goes next. Yes, she does go next. So she kind of staggers to her feet, and she does some hand movements, and says something to the effect of "deal with this." And in front of her, like 10 feet in front of her, appears this thing.
Oh.
God damn it.
It's this hideously bloated creature. Looks very demonic in nature. It smells bad. Yeah, it smells really bad. Actually, no, she'd put, yeah, that's about right. And that's all, I think that's all she does. Oh. Hold on, I gotta look something up. Oh, no, actually, that was her spell. No, actually, that's not her spell. That's her innate ability. Hold on, bear with me. I usually run casters very poorly. Bonus action. Sweet. Wait. Okay. So she, after this thing appears, you can see she disappears and briefly reappears back up on the balcony up there.
Wait, insurance client?
Are they Eladrin?
No, they're not. That's actually a spell.
Yeah, I used to have
Misty
cast
Step.
Misty Step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it for her. Inara.
Anara is going to step out from behind areas and sheepishly she'll just like flick a firebolt towards the new creature.
Okay.
So that's gonna be 7
What was that?
plus, for firebolt.
What was the attack?
17 plus 5.
12? That does hit.
Perfect. She deals
God damn it. It's a D10.
7.
Okay. It is resistant to fire, so it kind of doesn't. I'm gonna round up. It doesn't do the full expected impact, but it does injure it somewhat. Devour.
Devour is going to get as close, and she is going to rage.
Okay.
And she's going to try to hit it.
Okay.
And that is a 15.
That definitely hits.
All right. And that is 5.
Plus your rage.
10 damage.
Wow. That include your rage damage and everything?
That includes my rage damage.
Atta girl.
Oh, this thing is really messed up at this point. It's barely holding itself together. Oh, by the way, any creature that starts its turn. Okay, so as you get close to it, it smells really bad, and it's like it's affecting you.
Yeah.
So you will have to do a con save at the start of your turn if you stay within 10 feet of it.
All right.
Nope. Now it's my turn. Who's the one doing most of the speaking? Maris?
Maris, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Maris, give me a wisdom save.
No, don't do this. So much. Kirk. You said saving throw?
Wisdom, yes.
2, 7,
What was that?
7.
17?
Yes.
Okay. He's like, we'll have none of that. And he tries to charm you, but you shrug it off.
And I say back, we'll have none of that.
Hey, Jerry, are you far from your mic?
And he backs away. He
Am I
backs away. He
quiet?
backs away from the railing.
You're kind of, yeah, you're a little quiet. That's why. It's like if you talk too quiet, your mic cuts out.
How's that?
It should be good.
So he backs away from the railing. So he now has, I'm gonna say he has partial cover at this point from if you're firing from near the door.
Yeah, boy.
And now it's the Dretch's turn. The Dretch is gonna bite and claw.
Gross.
Bite is 19 on the die.
That hits.
2, so half of that. So you take 1 piercing damage. And a 9, I'm assuming misses.
9 misses.
That's 1 piercing damage total.
All right.
Ooh, I forgot that. Okay. That's fine. That's it, Darius.
Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and move 30 feet. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then 30. And then I'm gonna fire at Delilah.
Okay.
Or Blue Girl,
That's fine.
as we don't know yet.
Delilah.
Fuck. 1. Natty 1.
You fire an arrow into the ceiling.
Gotcha.
All right.
And that's the end of my turn.
Maris.
Maris is taking up. He's gonna be careful. He's gonna step a little bit, but he's kind of like staying weary of Inara, just so that because he's aware how squishy she is, so he doesn't want like her to be alone. But he's stepping up to make an attack on Delilah.
Okay.
Blast. Eldritch Blast. Oh, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 hits. 12 is dead. 12 is dead on.
Oh, if it hits. Oh, and then I'm throwing dice at her. What's that? Deals 8 points of damage.
Ouch. She is really messed up. Just for the record, are you all attacking with lethal force at this point?
I'm trying not to, but
I mean-
how is lethal.
Devour definitely is because this is one of the 2 kids.
Okay.
I was shooting an arrow at
You're
a
shooting,
child.
you're shooting a sharp arrow at a child, but
I'm very
And
sure.
I was shooting an Eldritch magic blast at the child.
I mean, theoretically, you can. I mean,
If I
rules
knock
as
it,
written.
then
Rules
I
as written.
one.
You can technically make it non-lethal. You're gonna take the feet out
then
for.
these are all non-lethal. I'm just
Arrows-
Set phases to stun.
Arrows would be a hard sell. Well, I mean,
I did shoot him in the shoulder, to be fair.
when they drop to 0, they'll be incapacitated and or dying, but they're not just flat out dead. So
pop a kneecap. They can't walk, but they're still alive.
right. Oh, now it's her turn again. Let's see. What is she going to do?
She's gonna bow down and give in.
Oh, this should be fun. See, this is the kind of stuff I should have prepared. Nah. Oh, screw it. I'm just going to Ray of Frost you. Darius.
Hello.
She aims her hand at you, and you are about to be greeted with a Ray of Frost.
Am I though? 'Cause
Well,
I wore my.
Lord knows
wool
I'm gonna
coat
try.
today.
17 on the die. So,
Fuck.
yeah.
Yeah, that hit me.
That's
My wool coat
4
is
cold damage.
4 damage.
4 cold. And your speed is reduced by 10 until the start of her next turn. So you can only move 20 feet for the next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it for her.
Oof.
Inara.
Nara is going. She's gonna try to take some cover behind Maris, up here on the, behind the fountain.
Okay.
And then, pull the right character. Yeah. We're going Firebolt again at Delilah, non-lethal.
Yeah. Okay.
That's gonna be 18 plus 5.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Oh, that's right, it hit. Take this child of fury. A 7.
That brings her down to 0 exactly.
Get knocked out.
Oh. Well, that
Inara's gonna like half dab, and she's confused why she did it.
So she drops, and her brother lets out a very, piercing no. And
All right, Anakin, calm down.
he is now. Oh, and as a result, I don't know if the dretch goes away. I didn't write that down.
You don't know who cast it.
Is it a concentration?
Well, I don't know if it's a concentration issue or if it just stays there. Well,
Might
Yeah,
stay.
it's got
summoning spell, I
it's
can
got 4 hit points left. So Devourer, go ahead.
Yeah, she's gonna hit it,
All right,
and that is a 14.
that definitely hits. With all your bonuses, you pretty much take it out. It's only got 4 hit points.
Cool.
Okay.
And once she's done that, can she run up to the balcony right about there and try to jump and grab on?
You could try. Give me an athletics check with advantage because you're raging. What the hell are you rolling? It sounds like you're rolling an anvil.
I have a big metal.
Okay.
D20.
Best kind of D20.
Okay.
14 or 19 plus 5.
Okay. So you're now dangling. So you're now dangling off the second floor balcony,
All right.
and that's pretty much all your movement at this point.
Okay.
Marin. Okay, now it's my turn. He is very angry.
What, do you get to cry about it? Cry that we hurt your sister.
Ooh, yeah. Here's another one I'm gonna have to look up.
That was a lot of dice rolls. Really weird.
Okay. So this kid steps up to the rail, about there, points at Maris,
Yep,
says
go
something
for it.
effective, let's try that again, and give me a wisdom save.
Hang on, I'm pushing the wrong buttons. Save 7.
7
That is a 7
total?
total.
Okay. So you are charmed, and everybody else can noticeably see like this magical crown of thorns
Ooh.
form around your head. So you are currently charmed. So Darius, what are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot Marin. And I'm gonna aim for non-lethal damage
Okay.
on his right shoulder since I already nicked his left shoulder.
Okay.
And that's a fucking
That definitely hits.
Yeah, it's like a 20.
Yeah. His AC is 15. So
3, so 6 damage overall.
okay.
He's not dead. Oof.
All right. I hate to do this. So Maris,
Oh no.
you have to make an attack against somebody.
Oh.
Let me see the nature. Let me see
Dude,
the
the
nature.
one behind you.
Let me see the nature of the attack. Well, I think it has to be. I don't know if it's melee or ranged or if it's a cast.
It's Crown of Madness, I think it is.
Yeah, Crown of Madness. No, it's a melee attack. So yeah, you
Bueno.
try to dagger Inara.
Fuck.
So give me an attack roll against her.
Please don't hit me, Leah. Woo!
When you text her, say Tony killed you.
11. 11 hits.
So it's 1d4 plus 1.
Oh yeah, that's a 4. That's like most of her.
She's got 6 hit points, I believe.
She has 6 and now she has 2.
Okay.
Except I can't mark it.
Okay, it's fine. And do a wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
She's gonna die next turn if no one kills him.
Kill the healer of the group.
Okay.
No.
Before she dies, can she heal me?
I think she should heal herself.
She
Oh, good
acts. Delilah's down. No, it's now her turn.
Inara
Or
turn?
get away
Inara.
from her.
Inara's turn.
Now,
Ooh,
as
um,
rules as written, you can step away from Maris, and it won't be an you can't do an opportunity attack. The
so
only
she
thing
can
Crown
see-
of Madness lets me do is make him attack somebody on his turn.
Perfect. Then yeah, she's going back as far as she can go.
Okay.
So that's 30 feet away. Yeah, she's just gonna go.
Okay.
And then using her last. Oh, where are the spells? Her last first level spell, Cure Wounds on herself.
Okay.
1d8. 3, 4, 5, 7 points of healing, so she's back up.
Devour's been hanging off this balcony for a long time.
It is your turn now.
Devour?
Yep.
She is going to climb up. That's
Okay. There's a hole in the ground. There's a hole in the balcony right in front of you.
So she's going to go around and get to about there
Okay.
with her movement.
Okay.
And she's just going to shout at Marin. Like just a real guttural growl.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an intimidation roll, just for the record.
All right. That is a 5.
Okay. Not
On
as
the
good.
variant.
Not as guttural as you're used to.
She's a little bit out of breath.
Yeah.
She did climb 10 feet. I mean,
Well, okay. So, ooh. This is a tough choice. Right.
uh-oh.
So Marin disappears from view.
No!
Him doing that releases you from the crown. So the crown above your crown, because it needs an action to sustain.
Get off my head!
So the crown around you, Maris, goes away.
Do I know what I've just done?
Pretty sure you do.
Oof. No, I did not
Um,
take that well.
and you hear some movement on the balcony, but you're not sure where they went.
Is it my turn?
It is now Darius.
I'm gonna run, sprint up here. It should be 30 feet. Is there?
You can only move 20 actually. You're
I
still
can't move 30.
you're
Oh,
still under the
yeah.
ray of frost. You can
Alright.
double double move.
But that can attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you
So
don't
I'm
have a
gonna
visible
move-
you don't have a visible target right now. So
Oh, trust me, my friend, I do. I'm gonna move 20 feet.
He's gonna go murk Delilah real quick.
I'm gonna move 20 feet. Shit, where was that?
that's
Right
right about there, yeah.
Oh, sorry, 1-4. I'm gonna full pull back my bow, aimed right at Delilah, and I'm gonna say, if you don't fucking show yourself right now, she's getting an arrow through her head.
I'm not sure he can become visible even if he wanted to right now.
Well, threat still stands, buddy.
It is concentration, but I don't think I can. You drop concentration as a free action?
Yes. I believe so.
Oh, he's
You guys making me look up all these rules.
sorry.
It's experience.
It's for the game.
It's for knowledge.
End concentration at any time, no action required. Okay. So he becomes visible.
Where is he?
He's
And
in
the
the corner.
moment he does, I'm gonna let me know if I can. But the moment he does, even though my bow's pointed at her, I'm gonna quick point at him.
No action was required. So your gesture, which I'm gonna argue is part of the action. So well, I'm not arguing. I'm just stating. is part of
you
an
say-
is part of an attack action. So yes. What do you want to
So-
do?
I just quick aim at him instead. And let go.
Okay. All right.
Hell yeah. Fuck.
Oh my god. dude.
Now, wait a minute. How many ones have you rolled today? That's one,
Too
two.
many.
That's at least 4. No.
No, it's way more than 4
Yeah,
because of the other dice.
The
thing,
rest
too.
of school. Yeah, you rolled 2 natural ones before you even started using a die roller. So
Yeah.
that's 4 natural ones today. Holy hell.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to give you an attack. All right. Well, he's like, "Whoa, hey, you know."
Can I talk before my
Yeah,
turn?
talking's a free action.
I'll be like, listen, that was totally called for. And that's it.
Maris.
Maris is going to yeet himself all the way to the top of the stairs, around Darius. That's 30 feet from where he was.
Okay, I'll allow it more or less.
And then he's just gonna Eldritch Blast this guy
Okay.
because he is not happy about attacking Inara.
Full lethal on this
Unwillingly.
kid. Do it.
Are you full? Are you lethal?
No, non-lethal.
Okay.
I want him
Damn
knocked
it.
out. I want him to suffer the consequences.
Just blast the kid into pieces.
16 plus 5?
Oh, it definitely hits.
Oh
Yeah.
god, I just realized the joke I made where she had the black eye before I met her kind of applies now, but
That's
Actually, I just realized.
points of damage.
28. Hold on a second. 28, 9, 6 points?
6 points.
Because I had their hit points as if they were 3rd level.
and we killed one of them. Nice job, guys.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
brought him down to
you
0.
made
By my math, you brought him down to 0 exactly. Because
Ah,
he actually had 9 less hit points than he had 9 more hit points than he should.
Perfect. The minute he's out, Maris turns around and heads to Inara.
Okay.
Boom. And he's like apologizing for him. He is so sorry.
Okay, well, he is at 0 hit points, but he is technically dying. I mean, they are.
Maris doesn't care. He goes.
Okay.
He is
I'm
so
gonna-
distraught right now. He can't believe what happened.
I'm gonna go up to Marin. And
Okay.
I'm gonna ask him.
He's unconscious.
Oh shit. Well,
He out. dude.
Devour is going to walk up to.
You just hit him with we just hit him with an eldritch blast like that knocked him unconscious.
yeah.
So he's gonna be out for a while.
I'm just gonna like kick his foot to see if he's like.
No,
He's
he's out. He's out. They're both
Understandable.
they're both out.
Can I turn to Devour and ask if he has the Sending Stone still? I don't remember. Who
You gave it to me.
At this point, you hear somebody approaching the front door.
No need for the Sending Stone. I think I know who's out front.
Maris turns and is prepared with daggers.
What the hell's that?
Uh-oh. There's
What-
a car.
That's outside my place.
It's incoming intruders. They're coming for us.
Yeah. Wow.
Closing my window.
You should see my audio meter spike every time that thing goes. So Darius comes in through the front door along with at least a half dozen guards.
I know things like that.
Devour,
I say your kids admitted to it. They did it all.
Devour is going to be reaching down with Delilah and just trying to patch whatever wounds she has with scraps of cloth off. the
There's
ground.
it's like, what have you done? Have you attacked my children?
I
I
attacked
flip my
first.
dagger towards him and I point it and I start like riding into him about how his children just freaking attacked us and made me attack my own friend. And I am very angry.
They're
and
not.
there's a
They're not
dagger pointing at
mages.
his
They're not.
face.
They're,
I'm gonna-
they can't do this.
I'm
What
gonna
is this?
throw my bow off to the side, so it's like I didn't shoot his child twice.
I'm like waving this dagger in his face. I am livid. I am pissed. Like I am the schoolhouse mom whose kid's getting bullied by somebody else's kid. And I am just in their face. I'm like,
he's like, "Get-"
your kids are the biggest shits I've ever met.
It's like get out. Get out of my house. I'll
I'm not
deal with
getting
this.
out until you accept what just happened.
I'll deal with this. I'll
You're
deal
gonna
with
get
them.
consequence. I had to stab my friend because your son cast a spell on me, and I'm still waving this dagger like haphazardly in his face.
Get that dagger out of my face. I'll deal with my children.
Yeah, you better. And then Maris just stands there.
Just get out. Just leave.
I-
We'll deal with this.
What do you mean by that?
Well,
point
oh,
with
I
the
gotta
balcony.
get help them. Like the guards are like trying to assist the two kids regaining consciousness.
I
I'd
tell
be
the
careful
guards
with
before
that.
the guards come up. I tell the guards, if you come up here before we make an understanding of what's gonna happen to them, I'll draw my sword.
What do you mean gonna happen to them? What do you're
These kids have been doing nothing but bad things.
you're not judge and jury here. I'm
not.
aware of this
I'm telling you.
situation. We will
But
deal
you're
with
not-
it.
Sir,
Okay,
you're not
mister, my
either. These
kids
are
have
your
never left
kids.
the house.
They will be dealt with. They will
By
be
a third
punished.
party, sir. That's all I'm asking for is a third party judge.
They deserve to go to court. And I look up to Devour and I look for like a response.
And the
Devour's too busy trying to patch up Delilah.
She agrees.
and the guards are like,
Here,
you
watch your
know."
son. I like move his mouth. I'm like, yeah, Dad.
You see Darius is like very defeated at this point. He's like,
I rest my case and I pat my hands and I walk down the stairs.
Maris, very like
he signals his guards to take them into custody.
Me?
Maris.
No,
puts
not
his-
that.
you. The two kids. The
puts
two
his
kids.
blades away and then puts a like friendly hand on Darius' shoulder. Like, I'm sorry. And then walks out.
Come on, Devour, let's go.
Nara's gonna follow.
Okay. We no longer need your services. You've. Thank you for
We've saved the city. I
thank
give
you
him a
for
salute.
dealing with this situation. We will follow the law and we will deal with it.
I give Maris a high five.
Maris doesn't accept it.
You shot down two kids. Your work is done. All right.
Yeah.
Maris is
Uh.
in a very like
They're like
mentally
six.
shell shocked moment. Like he's
Well,
He is not
Maris
there
is
for
like
the high five.
has PTSD, so I have my hand up, so I grab his and I smack it up against mine.
All right. That's pretty much it. You guys
Maris
want?
folks off down the
Good
football
work,
field.
team.
Team of
And
dumb
Devour, you can stop patching her. You can leave now.
Devour
We'll take care of that.
takes note and starts to leave.
that are just yeets off the balcony.
So, let's assume that we're not from this town, and we're never coming back.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
no,
not
let's
exactly welcome at this point.
I'm going back to the inn, with my shoes off.
Can we go to
Now-
another inn? Because I don't think we'll last very long in this inn. We basically almost
Well-
murdered the sheriff's two children.
Well, that concludes this adventure.
Woo!
I wish Leah could have seen it through, but you know.
Oh, the video will be there.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
I've
be
been
there.
keeping her updated with messages.
Okay, that you attacked two children. Did we just lose somebody? Oh no, we didn't. My video just
Tell her
my
I
audio
didn't
feed just went
kill
dead.
her.
No.
So thank you guys for coming
Thank you
or
for having us.
for
That was
being
fun.
this.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Like I've said many a time, I would like to do this more often.
Absolutely.
And I have a campaign, a very long campaign that's been in active development for 8 years. Chapter 1 has been published. It was kickstarted and published. Chapters 2 and 3 are currently in my head.
I'm ready for it.
I haven't
So
actually read through them, but I decided to check them out because you were telling us.
all right. So if all goes well, I don't know how you got. I think they suggested every 2 weeks.
I think that's what.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that would
So
be
we'll see what we
best.
can do. I think I'm gonna stop the stream because this banter is not for everyone. If
Thanks
you're
for
somehow
watching.
miraculously still watching this stream at this point, thank you for watching, and hopefully we'll be able to bring you guys more games in the near future.
And Maris blows the audience.
Okay. Thanks everyone.